Hi, you've joined me here in Spain. I am on the absolutely stunning Finca Cortesín golf course, and we're talking about ball striking with your irons. I'm going to show you the 3 things that you must do in order to strike your irons better. So welcome back to this stunning golf course in Spain, Finca Cortesín, and we're going to show you in this video the 3 things that you really must do in your golf swing in order to strike those irons exactly as we want to. Now, it's very, very rare that I come across a golfer who strikes the irons as well as they'd like. It's something that most golfers could work on improving, and it does 2 things. It generally helps you shoot lower scores, but it's just a little bit more enjoyable to stand there and strike the irons really well. It's a better feeling, they generally go a little bit further, and it just makes the game a little bit more fun. Just before we get into that, if you are new to my channel, if you're not a subscriber, I would love you to do that. There is a link down below in the description box, or there's a clickable link at the end of the video. 3 videos coming each and every week, just helping you play some better golf. So what are these 3 things that all the best golfers do, and so we would like to do the same? Well, we would like, at the point of contact, to have the weight forward. That's on the lead leg. We would like to have the club shaft length forwards, and we would like to have the lead wrist flat to slightly bowed. Now, that last one does depend a little bit on how you place your hand on the golf club, strong, weak, or neutral, but most cases we want that wrist to be flat, if not a little bit bowed. So let's quickly go through kind of why we want those things, and then we're going to go through exactly kind of how we can do that or incorporate that into a drill. So we're going to do it in a slightly different order just because it'll make a little bit more sense. So if I take my starting position, and I'm going to try and have my club shaft fairly neutral, I'm not suggesting that's where you should have it, but just for the purpose of this demonstration. You will notice on my lead wrist there is some slight cupping, some slight bending. If I stand up dead straight, you can see how the leading edge of my golf club is pretty vertical, and I've still got that cup in that wrist. Now, watch what happens if I push my hands forward, yet keep the club as vertical as I can. So as I do that, and I go excessively forwards, notice how the club is still in this exact position, but my wrist has now gone to this kind of bowed position. If I didn't bow my wrist, when my hands go forwards, the club face would open. It's the bowing of that wrist that allows us to have the handle forwards and yet keep the golf club pointing where we want it to, which in this case is the flag that's some 220 yards down there. So having the flat wrist at impact is pretty key if you would like to have the handle forwards, which is our second point. We would like to have the handle forwards for a number of reasons. If we have the handle forwards, it generally increases the chance of having our lowest part of the swing target side of the ball by some 3, 4, 5 inches, depending on the club you're using. If we get the golf club having its low point target side of the ball, it generally means we've got a tack angle, which is a minus, a negative, a downward blow. That means that we're not going to get any of this debris caught between the club and the ground. We're not going to get any grass, we're not going to get any of the rough if you're in the rough, and it generally helps us be a bit more accurate in our contact. The final thing it does, it just helps us hit the middle of the golf club. The middle of the golf club is actually some 4 or 5 grooves up. The more we have the handle length forwards, the more likely it is that we can hit that sweet spot. If the handle is lent back at all, we're probably only ever going to be using the bottom couple of grooves, and we can never really get that sensation of that really crisp strike that we maybe hear the best players doing and we kind of strive for. So having the handle forwards helps you strike it better and hit more towards the center. The last one, which is the weight forward, really just helps us do those other 2 things. It's very difficult to do those things if the weight's back here. You know, I can't get my hands forward if my weight's on my trail leg. So the weight forward is really more just to allow us to do these other 2 things, having the handle length forwards and that lead wrist slightly bowed. So how are we going to do that? We're going to go through a little exercise, and this one we're looking to hit the ball over a short distance, and you're looking to hit this one very low. So we're going to take our starting position, and we're going to basically preset those impact conditions. I'm going to go weight forwards, hands forwards, bow that wrist, and from here I'm just going to feel what that's like and just make some little golf swings where I try and deliver the club back to that point. And what you should see is this will go very low, but even on that shot that there goes to 50, 60 yards, I felt like I hit the ground after the ball. It felt like a really solid strike, which is exactly what we're looking to do with your golf game. You know, if we can get that kind of ball turf contact, strike it solidly, what we've actually done there is reduce what we call the spin loft. Without going into too much detail, if we can reduce the spin loft, which is kind of handle forwards but keep the club pointing at your target, we get those really nice compressed iron shots that we're all striving for. So start with that little drill. Once you've done that drill, you can then build it up and try and achieve those same impact conditions. So once I've done a couple of the drills, what I would then do is place a ball in. I've now got an idea of what I'm searching for. That drill gives me some concepts, some ideas. I can maybe go, okay, that's what impact feels like. I've maybe not felt that before. Did it feel different in my weight distribution, my hands, whatever it may be? But when I go ahead and hit this shot now and I'm trying to hit that or achieve that same impact, I've got an idea of what I'm actually trying to do. I've got a perception, a concept which is correct, and I've got more chance of achieving that good impact. So definitely ball turf, and I would definitely take that shot on this 220 odd yard par 3. So if you're looking to strike your irons better, we need those three things in place. We need the weight forward, we need the hands forward, we need that lead wrist flat to slightly bowed. Hopefully this video has cleared up exactly why, giving you a drill which is going to help you work on it, and then progress that through to the full swing. And hopefully you'll hit some iron shots a little bit like that one, a little bit more compression. And like I say, it's more fun. You'll hit it a little further and your scores will probably drop as a result. Huge thank you to this golf course in Spain, Finca Cortizan, for allowing me to have access. I'm sure you'll agree, it looks absolutely phenomenal. I've not had a chance to play it, unfortunately. Maybe tomorrow I'll get a few holes in, but if you're in the area looking for a top golf course to play, this one is top 5 in Spain. Definitely check this place out. The service here is unbelievable. You will not regret it. Thanks for watching. Use your stuff down below, comments box, like button, and there's also that subscribe link that we said over there. We'd love you to be part of the channel, and I can hopefully help you play some better golf. Thanks for watching.